Ayo, Chiksua here. With the release of the new OG demon, we can actually 3-turn it now. So today we're going to show you guys how to 3-turn it. Even though one side won't have the DIANE, which would be probably the most interesting thing to know. So I've prepared a secondary account as usual on my phone so that it's a little bit easier, it's a little bit smoother. Besides of that, my phone is a little bit slow. I did one run already. Attack food seemed not to be really the way to go. So what we are going to do is I will switch to wood gauge food. I think wood gauge food will be really helpful. And now what we're going to do is here on the other side we will use attack food because we want to deal as much damage as possible. So attack food is definitely the way to go, because the team with DIANE, if you don't have double DIANE, it's definitely the carrying team. So basically in the team with DIANE always have the red Elaine, because in turn 1 we're going to get a rank up immediately, we're going to get some buffs immediately, which is just pretty insane. It's just crazy what this new DIANE is gonna do for the OG demon. So it's just very unfortunate that she doesn't buff the whole team or the both sides. So maybe, like for example, bringing an Arthur might be not that bad as well, but let's just see what is going to happen. So I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be able, or if we are going to be able to basically 3-turn it like this. But yeah, what we're going to do for now is obviously we're going to double rank up. If we're going to double rank up, we're going to have all golden cards, and in my opinion you should be burning the DIANE cards, like, because the DIANE cards aren't that strong. And here what we're going to do is I would say we're going to burn those 2 cards. Very lucky card draw, not gonna lie, because this is going to be super helpful, because this is basically the weaker card of our Freya. But I just hope that our Freya is able to actually kill, because the thing is we don't have attack food. And once again, I personally haven't tried out much yet. I only did 1 run, but yeah, looks like with those 2 cards we can easily kill. We probably would have been able to kill with an AoE of melee as well, but getting the ult gauge is way more helpful than anything else in my opinion, because now what we're going to do is we're definitely going to go for the ult. So of course, okay, of course this is a 6/6 Freya, so it's a much easier for me using ult gauge food, for example. So I will just do this for now. I will we're going to just poke a little bit with this. We have the ult of Freya already, which is very nice. I would say what we're going to do is we use here we have another single target. I would say we're going to burn. I'm pretty sure that the melee will one-shot, but I would just do this and then here just in case. Hey, I mean, of course, I hope that we don't proc it yet, but we shouldn't be able to proc yet, because here it's 327k damage, and that is without a buff, which is just really insane. And now I just hope that the melee single target doesn't do too much. Okay, that should be fine. And now the AoE must not do too much. So as you can see, we deal way too much damage, but okay, very close. So this is something I have to learn again, basically. Hey, what cards is needed, what cards should we do? But here, okay, never mind, we are actually getting ult sealed, so that is kind of annoying. But hey, we got past the first 2 phases already, which is very nice. So maybe actually using an Arthur might be a little bit better. So here we got really nice cards though, so it's still going to be a 3-turner, I'm pretty sure about that. So what we're going to do is we have maximum stacks, which means we're going to start, I would say, with the strongest. Do this. Here I'm going to just use this. We're going to use this single target here and use this, and I'm pretty sure this is going to kill. But also we got some really good cards, and damn, this is crazy. Our melee still hits almost the damage cap, even though we don't have any buffs besides of his stacks onto melee, of course. So maybe having Elaine in the backline might be a little bit better, because we're going to increase melee. And yeah, this is how we are going to 3-turn the new OG demon, and only one side had the freaking thingy. So another team as well we can do is we're going to replace the Gotha with the red SR Slater. So that's what we're going to do for the next fight. As you can see, we switch in the Red Slater. If you guys are not aware, Red Slater, he's going to decrease the crit resistance based on his crit chance. This will be helpful for the second phase, and obviously top piece is crit chance, because yeah, the more crit chance, as I said already, the better it is. Backline should be a ban, because that will give him another 10% crit chance. If you don't have a ban, you can also use a red Jericho. In my opinion, still ult gauge food is going to be the #1. And another thing I haven't mentioned is don't use the power strike of DIANE. We will come to that point a little bit later. And also I kind of feel embarrassed that I forgot about getting ult blocked, but hey, now we basically should have all the knowledge in order to kill without any issues. So let's just see. So obviously in a normal start, we're going to basically just rank up, use a single target of DIANE, use an AoE of melee. That should be fine on the left side. If you have a secondary power strike, you can also use the power strike, because power strike hits harder than the AoE. So we're going to just, okay, here we even have 2 melee single targets, but we're definitely not going to use it. We definitely have to keep 1 melee single target, because that's going to be very important. Here, as you can see, this is the normal opening for the rank up team, and for us we have to guarantee to kill. So we will act like this card doesn't exist. So we are going to just use this. We are going to use the single target and use this AoE, and basically this is the reason why we have to keep the power strike, in order to basically break the evasion stage in the next phase. Because the problem is, if we would be, for example, not drawing any Freya cards, we would have to use a Freya card, and that means we can't get the ult. But if we have it like this, no problem at all, and that's why the cleave card is not even necessary at all, unless you have a secondary cleave card. Then you still have a cleave card in order to just damage the thingy, but basically in the second phase, the other account can just basically one-shot the this dude, because basically we will most likely crit. It's very, very unlikely that we won't crit, since we have the Slayer in this team. So what we're going to do now is, obviously we're going to break here, and this will be pretty much killing already. This will just overkill, but obviously it would be smarter if we would, for example, would have used the single target card we had in our hand. Obviously keeping it is better for the last phase, but that doesn't really matter. Here, let's just pretend we didn't draw any card of Freya. This is what we're going to do. Then we're going to burn the card, and then we actually do get the ult of Freya. And after he dies, we actually also keep the card. So here, as you can see, bam, bam, we totally overkill. We only needed 1 crit. We didn't even double crit. So yeah, that's how easy it is. And also don't forget that we did not use another single target in order to increase the melee crit chance, which would be obviously much, much smarter. And now, since we actually killed the boss before we got the ult of our Freya, we can actually use the ult, which does a shit ton of damage already. Here I have a golden melee card, but I do think golden melee card is not necessary to use. So what we will do is we will use this, we will use this, we will use this. Let me just show you. I think you guys can probably see that I do have a golden melee single target card, but as I said, it's probably not really necessary. So here, in this case, I will let this merge to have a golden. So I do really hope that we are going to kill like this, and it would be a little bit embarrassing, right? But let's just see what is going to happen. So I really hope that I don't regret the decision. But yeah, so here, as you can see, that's a shit ton of damage already, and here we deal even more damage. Here the amplify 1-star cards of DIANE, they should be hitting pretty hard as well. And then our Freya, hopefully he's going to finish this off, because else it would be actually very embarrassing. But yes, okay, very, very nice. I personally think both work. So the thing is, with Red Slayer, we do have the higher chance of critting in phase 2, but I'm not 100% sure if that is necessary. So I would say we do one last run with the Gotha again to actually compare. Okay, very, very nice. I got another OG card. I'm definitely taking that. He put back in our red Gotha. So let's just see how the difference is going to be. So basically here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use the single target and AoE of melee, but now our Freya can actually hit a little bit harder. So if we're going to use this and probably the AoE, that's gonna be more than enough, since it's also a golden AoE. And here in this case we will obviously not save, since let's just see what is going to happen. But here we will still pretend like we don't have another Freya card, because I think that would be good to see. But yeah, the thing is, like, I kind of like the Slayer idea, since with a Slayer, it doesn't feel wasted if you're going to actually get the ult by moving and burning a 2-star card, right guys? But yeah, let's just see what we should be doing here now, because the problem is that obviously now we won't be critting as good as anymore, so that our damage isn't as huge. So what we're going to do now is, I would say, definitely we're gonna still use this card obviously, but I'm pretty sure we need the single target in order to deal a little bit of damage. So here I will hope that this is going to one-shot, because if this doesn't one-shot, then it's a little bit annoying, because then it means we would be relying on some cards of Freya, which would be not good at all. But yeah, I think ult gauge food is definitely in general the best food at this point against the OG demon, because just getting an ult is just really crazy. And here, as you can see, it didn't work, which means the Slayer team seems to be actually better. So I think we call it a day here. We know now, okay, Red Gotha team obviously works, but not as good as the Slayer team because it doesn't crit, so it is more RNG. But if we would be using the Red Slayer team, it's much less RNG, much better. And here I hope this dude is healing up enough. Okay, he just healed up enough, I think. Yeah, we have to use the cleave card in order to kill. We have no ults, so this is like kind of sad, obviously, mainly because we were testing a little bit. So I would say we can burn this AoE, no problem. We should be able to kill like this. But now we have the problem as well, is that we don't have the buff anymore for the last phase. So I will burn like this in order to get an ult, even though it's an AoE ult. This is what it is. And here, unfortunately, we can't get the melee ult. Damn. That's very unfortunate. I will still just move the melee card in order to get one ult gauge. That wouldn't be too bad. But here, as you can see, like, this team requires some RNG, so obviously I would recommend you guys to use the Slayer team. But then the problem with the Slayer team is, are you going to get some invites? I do not know. Or I guess use the DIANE, because DIANE is just freaking overwhelming here. So what we're going to do now is, let's just see. Oh, okay, nice. We're definitely gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. We have all stacks on melee, so we will do a shit ton of damage, I think. Here the card draw is very terrible. Let's just use this ult, let's use this, and then use this AoE, and I really hope that we're going to be able to at least 4-turn it with this fail. But yeah, you guys have seen, I would have been able to 3-turn it if I would have just used the card of Freya. But once again, there's a possibility that you don't have any Freya cards, that you actually have to rely on the damage on the left side. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's basically it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this, or eventually that this was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are using a different unit, because for example, I was thinking about, hey, maybe we should be using Rem, because Rem is also a very interesting character, but her AoE sucks. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and peace out for now.